headlines because some teenage boy wrote it.
So let's talk about quantum computing, Dr. Karku. Right now, where are we at, and are you concerned that China is ahead of us?
Well, China is way ahead of many companies in America. However, IBM and Google are also neck and neck with the Chinese. The Chinese are using light beams to do calculations. They compute on light. In America, we compute on electrons, but it's a race to see who's going to eventually win the race. It's still early. In fact, the CIA is monitoring this very carefully because the nation that attains quantum computers can also break into codes. They can steal the crown jewels of any nation. That is the top secret nuclear codes, the codes for the banking system. So we have to make sure that there are controls to make sure that super powerful quantum computers don't break into the banking system.
So a lot of people did not foresee the negativity with the internet. Did you? The potential negativity?
Well, it's like a tape recorder. You know, all of human knowledge and human customs and human foibles are on the internet. If the internet looks awful, it's just a reflection of what we are. We're humans, and we write all sorts of nonsense to each other, and some of that stuff gets on the internet. So I assume that the internet reflects humanity. However, just like humanity has to have laws passed so that we don't yell fire in a crowded theater, I think the internet also needs a little bit of policing, or else some heavy-handed politician will do it for us, and we certainly don't want that.
So this is what Neil deGrasse Tyson said, cut 47.
Suppose there are two countries that are already not getting along, all right? And then you fake an announcement of the leader of one of those countries that they're going to invade this afternoon, and the other country then reacts to this, and then it completes complete deadly chaos, even though neither leader said what the deepfake claimed it did.
And deepfake could be effective, could sound exactly alike. I've already seen it demonstrated. I'm sure you've seen it demonstrated. How do you possibly govern against something like that? Vladimir Putin's voice being impersonated, a direct call to say, I've had it with you, with NATO infiltrating into this fight with Ukraine. I'm going to set off nukes.
Yeah, that's why we need fact checkers. And right now, the digital computers of today are not up to the task of being able to fact check every sound bite, every statement by some political leader. And in a hotspot, the slightest rumor could set off a war. That's happened many times in the past, that rumors can set off wars. And so we have to make sure that the fact checker can analyze people's voices and tell when it's been modified. A modified voice can be detected. You can see the telltale nicks and cracks inside the recording that's fake. And so that's why we have to have fact checking. And that's why, like I said, quantum computers would be powerful enough to fact check a lot of the statements. But in a hotspot where people yell at each other and each side has nuclear weapons, then we're in a very, very tenuous situation. And that's why these chatbots could in fact start a war. And that's why we have to have controls on this. And that's why we need advanced technology to make sure that people don't take Vladimir Putin's voice or Biden's voice and have them say all sorts of weird things.
So, what are the most recent developments? How close are we to having commercially available quantum computers?
Well, we have quantum computers already. D-Wave in Canada already markets them. A rather primitive quantum computer. So they're already on the market. However, we want an all-purpose quantum computer that can mimic, for example, chemistry and mimic biology, so that we can tackle things like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and cancer even. And so those quantum computers are not yet on the market. That's why there's a horse race. The horses are out of the gate now, with the Chinese and IBM and Google leading the pack. Silicon Valley could become a rust belt unless we take the leadership in quantum computers. Think about that. The country that controls quantum computers will, in some sense, control the world economy. And that's why all the big names in Silicon Valley are hot on the trail. They're also working on quantum computers. And this, in some sense, is even more important than chatbots. Because chatbots are basically software, while
and its implications?
Well, computer power doubles every 18 months, and if you simply project it into the future, you realize that by 2045, robots will be comparable in intelligence to humans. However, there's some flaws in that calculation. That depends upon Moore's law, that computer power doubles every 18 months. We assume that at Christmas time, your Christmas toys are twice as powerful as the previous Christmas. Everyone believes that. But Moore's law is slowing down. We're getting down to the level of atoms now. And at that point, silicon simply can't cut it. And so what's happening is that Silicon Valley, Moore's law will eventually flatten out. And that's why I think that the singularity is going to be pushed farther back. It's not going to be 2045. I think it'll be more toward the end of the century when robots become sentient. Now, once robots become conscious and sentient, then we have to watch out. But right now, they're not. They're like tape recorders. They're like mechanical robots that do what they're told. They have no self-instructions. They don't program themselves. That's self-awareness. They don't have self-awareness. You can go right up to the most
you
advanced
got to be
computer in
kidding
the
me.
world,
Come
slap it on
on.
its back, congratulate it for being so advanced, and it wouldn't know what happened. And so we have time. We have time till I think the end of the century to be able to build robots that are helpful and can increase productivity without having them become self-aware and conscious.
Right. Michio Kaku, congratulations on your book. Go out and pick it up if you want to be the smartest one at your party this weekend. Quantum Supremacy, How the Quantum Computer Revolution
That was
will
a
change
stupid Asian
everything.
driver.
Thanks, Doctor.
That red car
Okay,
was
anytime.
You got a 1-866-408-7669.
Jumped all
This is the
the
Brian
lanes,
Killing Show.
going
Your
back
first
and
chance to
forth.
talk. Since you've been thinking about everything this
Stupid
weekend,
Asian
you can be on the air in
drivers.
just a moment. Don't move.
Learning something new every day on the Brian Kilmeade Show.
Did you know that premium American whiskey has been the investment secret of industry insiders for generations? Spirits Capital Corporation has developed an investment instrument that now allows
Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Sonoma County employers, it's the biggest job fair in the North Bay, and your business can benefit. Here's the how and the why. Our last job fair brought nearly 500 job seekers. Once you register, you can see the resumes of attendees. You can let Sonoma County know why you're a great place to work with your very own add-on radio promotion, your very own radio ad. Register now for the May 17th North Bay Job Fair at northbayjobfair.com. It's at Luther Burbank Center for the Arts, so we will see you there.
Sonoma County's morning news with Michelle and Larry. Wake up informed and connected. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 a.m. on KSRO.
From his mouth to your ears, it's Brian Kilmeade.
Sir, there is something personal that's affecting you. Your son, while there's no ties to you, could be charged by your Department of Justice. How will that impact your residence?
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him.
Is that the nuttiest exchange ever? I mean, first off, while no ties to you, totally wrong. My son has done nothing wrong. You know that's wrong. I mean, for what you have to, in Trump saying, I know what your son, you know you're protected, but you know your son. We've seen the laptop of the Washington Post, the New York Times Post says is accurate. And they show that he's doing crack. His addiction his sexual addiction is pretty obvious. Number two is the addiction to crack goes without saying. What he's done in terms of his behavior is absolutely abhorrent. And the international business deals with the big questions. It's taxes and guns, which he was doing with Bo's widow. I mean, there's so many questions. Number one, I don't think this is, tell me if you think this is wrong. They asked the President of the United States, being that the paternity test came back positive, that it is Hunter Biden is the son to Navy Joan
The father.
is the father to Navy Joan. Why do you not acknowledge her as your granddaughter? Is that a bad question to ask?
I think, how do you not ask that question?
Right. And your answer has to be, she is my granddaughter. I've been asked, I don't know what good answer. His answer would probably be like, oh, she's not mine, or the test didn't come back, or I don't believe that, or my son told me it's not his.
Or I'm sure they told them that.
Watch out. Vehicle and shoulder ahead.
If you ask that question, we're going to have an interview. Right? I mean, do you think?
I don't know. If that comes out, that they gave prerequisites, even though it's MSNBC, that would be huge news. I mean...
No one will ever admit that, but
right.
I mean...
But even though it has no ties to you, maybe that was a prerequisite. Because the whole thing is, beginning on Wednesday, they talk about knowing exactly all the Bidens that are benefiting from this. And you have the guy leading this, who is the most emotionally fragile in your family for generations. He's the most flawed human being you can meet. I'm not saying he's bright. I mean, he finished law school. I guess he's a bright guy. But he's destroying himself with illegal drugs and guns. And his personal behavior is absolutely out of control. And it's all caught on tape, on video, on still pictures. And it's about to hit the fan on Wednesday. And I just cannot believe the poll, the Washington Post says, Donald Trump is beating Joe Biden by this much. He has never, ever been leading it like this before, ever. If you own a small business, you know the value of time. Innovation Refunds does as well. That's why they made it easy. Easy, no matter how busy you are, to apply. To apply for the Employee Retention Credit, or ERC. Go to getrefunds.com to get started. Then, in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC's distance. Your business may be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. That's a prerequisite. Innovation Refunds has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC, and they may be able to help your business too. There's no upfront charge either. They don't get paid until you get paid, until your business gets its refund. So what's the downside? Many businesses believe they won't qualify because of the conversation they have with somebody who really doesn't know. They base it off incomplete or outdated information. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because the payroll tax refund is only available for a limited amount of time. Do this. Go to getrefunds.com. That's getrefunds.com. KSRO.
Here's the latest from Dr. Walter Tom at Dr. Tom Cosmetic Surgery.
You look in the mirror and you're beginning to notice some changes. You might be perfect for biostimulators. They can prompt your body's own regenerative ability to heal itself.
Dr. Tom Cosmetic Surgery offers the latest in non-surgical procedures.
As a previous general vascular transplant surgeon, I am very excited about biostimulators that can restore our youthful glow. Biostimulators include PRP,